How are you doing today? We're going to be doing a recording on Sentinel Life Insurance Final Expense. And for those of you that have been invited and to do Sentinel, that's because you got your agent code really quick, and we need you to start doing Final Expense. Okay, so I'm going to do this training so that this way you can have a speed on efficiency to start selling right away, and you don't have to invent the wheel here. So we got the leads for you, we got a script for you, and of course, one thing that we do need from you is for you to put in some sales skills to work here, and to also review the information before starting to make calls. Don't count on us to hold your hand or make the call for you. We do have training, and that's what we're here for. Everything will be revealed to you, so just have patience and give it your all. All right, so guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Give you the training. So the easiest thing to do when you're going to the Canon, I mean to the Sentinel site, you go into the Canon Financial. Okay, so the Canon Associates.com website. Okay, and I have my website set up so for myself, so it could go directly to, excuse me, to agent login. But as you can see here, this here you might it might take you to home. We want you to go into the agent login area, which is right here. I'm gonna turn in a little annotator here, a little spotlight, so you can see better. Okay, so here's the agent login. Here's the agent login right here. This is where you click in and it takes you here. So as you can see here, right away we have final expense sales. All right, so you're talking to the client, you get the script, you have this tab already on, okay, and you already secured your website through I'm sorry, your back office portal with Sentinel by logging in. So what do? You go into Sentinel FE right here. This is American Amicable. Soon we will have Occidental. We will remove Prussia. You're going to see changes coming up here to make it faster work for you. This is a work in progress, but it's really cool because it helps you move faster. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and sign up with Sentinel. Click on Sentinel FE. Don't get scared of this. This is for agents that want to get contracted. I send them the information and then they fill it out. So never mind that. Here's the quote engine, and here's the mobile app. Look at that, all set up, ready for you. Here's the agent forms, e-app guide. The mobile app, use it at a later time, or actually navigate everything that you can. So e-app guide, a height and weight chart, prescription chart, productivity, product availability, and map. You're going to do telesales, so we're going to start in the state where you're at. So at the end of the telephone sales script, or not script, but the telephone sales that you have with your client, you're going to do a PHI, and here's the telephone number. Okay, 1-800-737-6972. It's with Aptical. It takes 15 minutes, but I tell the client that it's going to take like 7-8 minutes. Okay, so it's a little white lie. It's all right. Don't hate me for it. So make sure to tell them to have the physician's name, prescription, medication, and spelling. All right. So of course, during the time of the you taking the information while you're signing up the application, you're writing all this information down, right? You better be writing this information down. Write it down. Okay, write it down, and especially the doctor's information. So this way she could have it with her. So when you're writing all this down, you can, and at the very end, you already have it all with you, and you could jump in and actually they don't want you to coach the client. Okay, don't coach the client. So at the end of your call with the client, before you call that number, you have her or him write the information, so this way they can work with speed. It'll save minutes. Minutes is strong. So this is very, very important right here. And now let's go ahead and start with a quote with the quote engine. You go in here and make sure to log in first to your back office portal, so that this way this would work. It's really easy to use. I'm going to give you guys some information right here. So here's 03/22/1970. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select the next rectangle backs right here. These first three are final expense. New Advantage 1, 2, and 3 is what they're called. So New Advantage 1 is the immediate plan. New Advantage 2 might be the ROP. New Advantage 3 is graded. It works in reverse. I don't know why. So here we are, and it's really simple to get a quote. It looks like a lot of information that you have to fill, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill my information, which is March 22nd, 1970. That's my birthday, guys. Don't forget about that. The right now the state is not working. I tried it before I make this correction. I mean recording. So I'm just gonna fill it in as I go here. Now, as you can see here, this is not required. It's not the zip code is not required, but it's a force of habit for me, and I go ahead and just input that there. Effective date is 5/27/2021. This is what's required. As you can see here, the little markings or little stars, the asterisk, and I'm gonna go ahead and put $10,000 in premium for me, just to give you an example. Premium payment period, you always choose full. That's the verbiage that they use here. Full pay. Okay, is what you want to use. Not single premium, not 10 pay to 20 pay, not paid up to 65, not paid up to 85. It's full pay. Full pay means from age 50 to age 85. Okay, so we're gonna keep on moving fast. I'm just lifting up my chair here. All right. So it has waiver of premium. Don't shoot yourself in the foot and then talk about all this if they might not be the age that is allowed. I don't have the protection of the children's rider because it just delays everything. We're doing a virtual sale. Please trust me on that. Child might have some sort of condition that can't be included and might close the prospect. All right, so you can calculate, and it's not going to work because right now it is 9:10:50 p.m. It's probably down for maintenance. I'm going to go ahead and click back here. Okay, and it's going to take me to back to my page, or I usually just leave pages tabs open in the back right here at the top, so this way I could click back and forth right away. And you should have these tabs open. Like let me gonna give you an example. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Sentinel, or I could use a different carrier. I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make this short. So here's the quote engine. We went through that. Here's the mobile app. Guys, please play that on your own with that on your own time. So you could download this on your cell phone, on your tablet. It will make your life easier, but please trust me. Please do that on your own time and just follow me right here. Have these downloaded on your desktop. Put them in a folder. This way, if you need to look at it, send it to the client as an email. That's great. It works out really nice. So this is something that you could download. Just you got to input your username. You got your agent code, and this won't work unless you already log in and you save your credentials on your site. Usually, when you go onto Chrome or whatever search engine you have, it automatically does that. So your agent code number will be automatically saved here. What I can do though is I can just well for right now. Please go ahead and go to New Vantage, and then go to your state. It's working here, and then download your digital agent kit and have it ready. I remember now why I didn't just put a digital agent key, because this is from California and I have agents from other states: Hawaii, Virginia, Nevada, Colorado. So that's why I did that. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. I downloaded it. I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna share it with you guys. You guys are gonna be able to see it. This is so that this way, it's on a Word doc. Wow. Okay, Word doc. Okay, so let me see. Word doc. No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, you should see it now. So so here's the digital agent kit. And this is something that you should already look at before you even start selling. Okay, so it gives you the eApp user guide. It gives you some really strong information here, what you need to know, how to access the application, navigate through application, e-signature and process, and remote signing. Remote signing is what we're going to be doing, how to submit the application, telephone signature process. They have a telephone signature process. So let's take a look at that. That's page 8. Let's take a look at that option right there. So how to add attachments. You guys should already know. Here's the e-signature process. Um, when the application is 100% complete, a message will appear for you to continue the next step of collecting signatures. select connect, continue to the message window on the upper right hand corner. Okay. Once the signature is selected, you will see a list of required sign based on information completed in the application. Select the role. Okay. Sign now. That's a really awesome method. You must verify the identity. Okay. So now this is when you're doing face to face. So we're going to go ahead and skip that and go to how to remotely sign with e-signature. So when the email when the when the signature, it's a song, right? When the app prompts you to start the signature process, you should select the owner right there. See that? Okay, then you should click on send email request instead of sign now to allow the client to access the application. So instead, see that right there. So instead of, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my little highlighter. So instead of selecting sign now, so you'll be able to see sign now. The further away it says sign now, but I make it bigger and you can't see it. But this just says sign now, and then this one says send to email request. So you just press that one, and then below the fields now needs to be completed. The your name field automatically populates with the name of the agent that is logged to the portal. Once the required fields are completed, click on send email request to send the email to the client. Okay, so that's how that works out right there. You send the email to the client. There's just one email, not two. So and then after that you do the PHI. We're gonna come back here to see. This is why I open up different tabs right here, so I could just go back and so this is the document page right here. Now we were reviewing some things on the document page, right? So let me see here. Okay, so here's a digital. So let's see what else is in here. And this is something that you should definitely look at. Again, here's the telephone signature process. Oh, not again, but this is really, really good. Wow. Hey, lifesaver, right? So you, the agent, must sign the application electronically and submit the application. You will need the application number located on the page one of the application in the upper right corner for the telephone signature process. The applicant must remember the unique four-digit PIN she created on the telephone electronic signature sheet of the page. Okay, the four-digit PIN will be used during the telephone signature process. So after the application has been submitted, call toll free 877-888-0352 and follow the prompts. After the greeting, the applicant must confirm she wants to continue with the telephone signature process by pressing 1 or by selecting 7 to stop process. So this is really, really awesome because it basically it's a voice recording, and in case the person doesn't have an email address. So as you can see here, you should really, really read this. All right. So it will help you out. So you do have a point of sale underwriting review. Okay. So which is the PHI. Okay. And then the telephone number is located where I told you, or we're going to go back over there so I can show you. So here's the information that you really need to know. It covers a final expense. First day coverage is available. Guaranteed coverage for life as long as premiums are paid. The client is the only one allowed to cancel the policy, not the insurance company or someone else. Only the client can cancel the policy, and you should read this to the client as a script, or let the client know. I know this by memory because it sounds like the commercial and it triggers them in their mind. It's a shelf life internal advertisement for them, and they get triggered. The premiums can never be decreased. The premiums can never increase. The whole life benefits never go down, and the coverage cannot be canceled, and it builds cash value, loan value. It also has an automatic loan provision. You can explain about the automatic loan provision as well. So continuing on here, this is what the application looked like. It's very basic. You should know about it. Play around with the app as soon as you log in. Look at the questions. They're very simple. There's 4 questions in part A. So they have to, let's read this part right here. Part A, if any question is answered yes, the applicant is not eligible for coverage. So this includes AIDS, cerebral palsy, something very, very serious that they won't be covered. Okay, so now then we go to part B. Look at that. It's only 4 questions. Then part C. So they have a very strong uh, opportunity to get the immediate coverage. Now, here's the plan that you apply for, New Vantage One. What's really, really great is that the way this application looks is that the way that the e-app looks too. So get familiar with it. Make sure that you understand, you remember what I said. You're going to sign up New Vantage One, full pay, not single premium, not 10 pay, not 20 pay. Okay, so you're going to try to do that. Don't sign up for paid up 65 or paid up 85. The premium is increased. You're going to try to sell a low premium. So now don't include waiver premium deductible, or you can do accidental death. That I do recommend. Children protection rider, don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Just sell them a separate policy. Okay, guys. So see all this information that you have to have, and then most of the times they're like, oh, I got to get the information on my. Oh wow, look at that. They don't require social security number, but you know what? Play that on your own risk. On your own risk. So other insurance, please do include if you're gonna replace. Okay, please do look at that. One thing that's very interesting right here, very awesome, very excited about this. I am so happy for you. I'm gonna cry later, not right now, but some people tell me, do you have a policy that will accept a credit card? And I'm like, we don't do credit cards, but here it is. Just in case you have to, some people have that form. I don't remember what it is. It's not Social Security, but they receive a different type of income, and they get a card, um, and or I think they receive the benefits from Social Security in a card. So, and they don't have, those are the people that don't have a bank account. So you could actually do that through here, Visa, MasterCard, Discover. I don't recommend it, but at last resort, you have it with this carrier. I always recommend checking, not Visa, MasterCard, or Discover, because you're only allowed to pick up one draft. I remember in the good old olden days, we used to be able to pick up the whole year. That was amazing back then. That was like in the 19, in the year 2000s, beginning of the year 2000, and that got away with. So, anyways, this is really pretty great. That's pretty great right here. This is just get familiarized with yourselves on this. All right. So then everything else pretty standard. As you could see, it's not a lot of paperwork. All this here's a replacement form. Make sure that you have a policy number. You could also put unknown, but it'll come back and haunt you. So just make sure you understand that you'll have some administration to do. What I usually do is I put like a social security number on there or something. If they or I put unknown and cross my fingers. And you know what? As long as you have the address to the other company, with some carriers they require you to put the address. Other carriers don't. That's great. Just make sure you could open up a different tab like I can right here, and then let's say that I'm replacing something with Primerica. So I quickly put in there Primerica Life, contact us, and that populates right there. And as you can see, here's the 1-800 number, and here's a Primerica contact us little link, and then here's a corporate offer. So see, so it's really quick that you could do that. So as I said, just make sure that you can play with the tabs and remember when to come back. And here we are. We're going to come back here. So this is really important, but it's already added in the e-app. Secondary designation option, I always choose for them. I always tell the client that we don't have to add that. It saves me time, and either way, the client receives this again and again and again until they actually sign it from the company. This way, it protects you. What is this secondary designation option? Is so that this way the client can receive, can have sign somebody information in case they miss a payment. I think it's pretty important, but I just skip it. I let them know what it is. You have to, and because you have to let them know to elect or not to elect. They usually people are pretty private. They don't want anybody to know that they missed a payment. With the automatic premium loan, that's really strong. So the automatic premium loan provision, that's something that you should definitely ask me about. And basically that'll take me about too much time for me to go through that. So I don't want to get off of that. So now the non-resident verification form right here, this is really important. And most companies don't accept the non-resident. So that's really strong. I'm really excited for you again right there. Make sure you have all the information that you need. Let's see, what is it that they're asking for? Okay, they're just a signature, the state. Let's see here. Non-resident verification form as defined where a client owner has his or residence and receives mail on a regular basis. A residence can be okay. So this has nothing to do with an alien. Okay, so I take that all back. This is not something that's usually signed right here. So this is just extra material. All right. So this is what it looks like. You should take a look at this. You should read this. I mandate you to read this. This is a client brochure that you could send to them as a copy. You should have this downloaded on your computer so you could send to them. Let them know that they're going to receive a copy right away. If they have an email, they better have an email. If not, you can add their somebody, one of the relatives. We definitely need to mail this off to them. It's a client brochure. You should read this. Please read this so that this way you get familiar with the benefits and some of the jargon that they use, so you can let the client know that it's an amazing product. Like for example, right here, the new Vantage One is designed for those in good health. Now, sir, this is designed for you because you're in good health. You qualified, yay! And you guess what? This is one of the lowest premium carriers that you can have in your belt. Lowest premium carriers. I don't know why people want to fight for, oh, but this one's the lowest cost. Oh God. All right. My chair went down again. All right. So it has immediate full whole life coverage once issued. And then it has the most affordable rates. That's as I told you. Please read all of this. Please remember this. Please, again, look at this. Whole life insurance products builds cash value and loan values, rates that never increase, and benefits that never decrease. As long as the premiums are paid for on time, Mr. Client, it moves easily with you. If you need to relocate to for health reasons, or just to be closer to your family for retirement, it moves with you. You don't have to get another one designed to pay claims quickly and easily upon death. You got to know this about information, that in case your beneficiary has this in case something happens to you and your beneficiary has this policy, they could take it to the mortuary, and there's something called uh, um, uh, an assignment form. So the mortuary director and the company, they speak together, and then this way, right away, without waiting for the death claim to get paid, your services can be rendered without the claim coming in. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. That's an amazing selling point. An amazing selling point that you got to use. Lower your voice down. Oh, the baby hasn't came yet. That's in 3 months. We'll keep you updated though. All right, guys. So let's see here. So look at this here. When was the company founded? In 1948. You got to know your why, the why of the company. Okay, it's a great company. It's a great company. So also it gives you information here on other things such as the child writer, which I'm just going to skip through that, and it gives you the rates here, so that this way, if there's a glitch on the rate, like it has the glitch right now, you could just jump to this. It's a pre-calculated. This is for credit card rates, but then you can jump over here for, let's see, it should have for ACP rates. Okay, so ACP rates, so automatic checking premium rates. Okay, so that's what that stands for. So you're saved. You're saved if there's a glitch, just like what's going on here in the California. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the original, the Canon page, which is right here. Okay, and there's a glitch here on the quote engine. If that happens, you don't have to call me up and say what's happening here. You already examined. You went through this whole video. It's amazing. It's for you. It's great. Let's get started. Let's get started selling. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and share with you now a little bit more about the leads. Just going through here to the EAP guide, the height and weight chart. It's really important for you guys to know about that. And I already have it here. So, okay, ages 15 and up. Okay, that's great. So we're okay. So I put that there for a reason. So let's see, I'm 5'8". So 5'8" right here. So that would be right here. And I qualify. Oh, they don't have one for me. I'm like 350 pounds. I'm just kidding. I'm right here. So I qualify for the 2. Okay, so some carriers, they don't require a weight. Okay, and I have one that they don't care about the weight. But you know what? We're selling a preferred status type type product, which is very, very inexpensive, and we're gonna work with what we got. All right, we're gonna work what we got. All right, guys. So let's get out of here. Let's go back. As you can see here, my highlight is going back, and so here we go. All we have to do is make sure that once you click onto the e-app, okay, as you can see here, um, please, it's not working for me right now because I had to get out and help somebody else. But what we can do is I could show you here on how to go into the back office, which is we go to Sentinel. Okay, you received your username and password, so you better have a way to get in there. And we go to SSLCO. Well, actually, for me, I'm already logged in. It's logging me in automatically. So you go to Sentinel Live. It's in your username and password introductory. So here's the e-app, so that this way, in case you get stuck and you don't have your credentials logged in and saved onto that last page that I just came from, that window that didn't have my credentials or automatically populated, you could go in here, make sure you have your tabs open to the Sentinel, or make sure you know what you're doing. Go through this video, look at it 3-4 times. Make sure you download that brochure, please, and you download the brochure by going in here. So here's the electronic application, and right here, here's the start electronic application. Here's my agent code number right here. Here is the electronic application with Firelight, and then we launch the Firelight. Okay, is it launching? Yes, it is. Okay, so you got to know your. So it's easier to go in here, I guess. That's what's going on. So it distorted, but so please make sure you go into your back office and do this. Okay, so now as you can see here, I close a cell. The last person was Angie Rodriguez, and we're gonna go ahead and start a new application. So this is the recent activity. This is a start application. So here we're going to go to the jurisdiction. We're going to enter California, and we're going to change this from fixed annuity, which is a great fixed index annuity source, by the way. Congratulations for being here. We're going to go ahead and include this as a whole life. Sentinel Security Life New Vantage is what we're looking for. And here we are. We press create. You could change this name here to whoever your new client is. You create. Make sure you keep the customer engaged while you're going through this. Remember, they're not on Zoom, so they're not seeing what you're doing. So you could be on Zoom or not be on Zoom. It's your preference. You could be on FaceTime. As long as you're on FaceTime for like 10 seconds, that's great, or whatever. Just what you want to do is you want to capture the facial expressions of your client. That's my secret to closing. If you can ever get them on any of your Go, what is this called? This is called Meet Now, or whatever's easier for you. Okay, Zoom, whatever's easier for you. FaceTime through Messenger. As you can see here, we're not going to go through all of this here, like I did on the application brochure digital page, but I told you it's going to look exactly like the application, and everything that's in red is mandatory. So make sure that you go through the applications, so this way you can have the experience. And as I said, here's the information that looks exactly like on the application. So right here, you don't have to worry about signing anything. Okay, let's just let this load. You don't have to worry about signing anything, because all the signatures are done at the very, very end. These are all the disclosures. This is that little non-resident verification I got mixed up about. Okay, so my valid reasons for being in the application: signed state, California. Okay, so this is when you're signing somebody up from Florida, but they're in California, something like that. Okay, so that's what happens there. But if it's not applicable, don't worry about it. So right here is where you gotta be realizing, if you were ever stuck, this will tell you, it's you got all these mistakes, because that's, I went through everything, and it'll tell you what areas you have your mistakes from. Also, here's your key component right here. You could see we're in red. That's where all the mistakes are as well. Okay, it'll tell you where probably right here is there's no signature requirement needed. That was that blank area. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to something also that's very interesting. I'm going to have you look at what I have here on my desktop, and we are going to go to. Okay, I found it, guys. Patience. So here is the script. So I'm going to go ahead and change this so you could see the Word document. So here's the script. I don't know why it's showing 2 pages. I don't like that. Okay, let me see if I could do this. Yes, I can. Okay, so now here's the first page is distorted, I guess. Yes, it is. It's distorted. It's distorted, guys. Excuse me a second. So Word doc and it got distorted. Okay, so calling age leads. Okay, so from 1 month to 6 months to a year, you'll be surprised what you get out of it. There's a lot more calling, but it's very inexpensive. For those of you that are in the making $120,000, these are great, and you're brand new, right? So you better, and if you don't have a golden credit card to put in and buy like $3,000 of leads a month right away, then you got to start with what you could start with. So, and also it's a great practice. If you can't do this virtually over the phone, then you can't do equity index of yield. It's ridiculous to try to do mortgage term, especially equity index of yield, and it's even more crazier to try to do annuities over the phone if you can't sell final expense. Final expenses. The foundation is very, very easy, and it's a stepping stone to virtual sales over the phone. It's a stepping stone for me. That's how I started. I didn't have the belief. Just short story. I didn't have the belief. My wife started doing it, and then I studied a little script. Actually, I made it longer into 26 pages. I guess I wanted to stall a couple days, and then on my very first call, I actually made the sale. I swear. I swear. I mean, I promise you, I'm not lying on that. I was like, oh my god, this is so easy. It's ridiculous. I started recruiting. What happened was I was proven to this one life insurance carrier that I could sell a lot of policies, recruit at the same time. I recruited a lot of agents, and they were all like just it was sad. It was sad. But what happened was, with about 25 agents, I sold over the phone and training. I sold 37 policies in 1 month, all over the phone. I did it myself, and I said, "Wow, this is amazing! I don't actually, I can make more money by myself without training all these agents, just like I did, and I could make more money." So that was in January of 2020 till March. I told the main person that I recruited that was at the top level. I said, "You know what? I'm gonna leave you to do what you need to do. I'm gonna step down and I'm gonna sell my own." And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. You know, best decision I ever made. Best. Okay, guys. So I'm going to continue on. Right here on these leads, you really, really got to look through it here. This is already modified, and that this is all you really need right here to do. Just look through it, modify it. I'm going to send you a video on what we did here as well. Or you look it up on the virtual sales. I'm going to upload it to the virtual sales wolves, and the video should be there in regards to these quality control leads. That's what I'm going to call it, quality control leads live training. Okay, so you'll be able to see that a little bit more explanation on this, an elaborate explanation. You're going to be able to see a couple of agents, including myself, make phone calls and leave voicemails to some clients, and we go from there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and this is the script that you're going to use, and then right here is the leads that I have. Okay, so okay, what happened there? What happened there? That's weird. Okay, so yeah, we have here about 2,400 leads that I purchased. I just want you to see. Well, I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling down, scrolling. Okay, so I went too far. I have over 2,400 leads that I purchased. So I went too far here. On the left hand side, went too far. Okay, so regardless, it's about 2,400 leads that I have here that I just call and call and call, and I'm sharing them with some other agents that are participating. Okay, so this is the age leads right here, and what I'm gonna end it with this, guys. What you guys got to know is that we do VRM, which is virtual ringless voicemail, actually RVMs, ringless voicemails. So if you call like 300 people, we could actually have 60 outgoing messages with one voicemail that you have recorded. 60 go out each day, and what's incredible is you'll get callbacks. So let's say that you have a 2% callback rate of return on it on 300. That's 6 callbacks. But actually, what happened to me is I had a 10.75 on 129 people that I sent a message to. I had like 13 or 14 callbacks, so that's a 10.75 return. So on 300, let's just say that you the first 300 you call, on 300 we do that at the end when you already completed 300 calls, and you'll have 6 callbacks. That's why are they calling you back? That's because they're interested. So that's those are the sales that you make as well at the same time simultaneously. And I call that self automated sales, an automated sales system. All right, guys. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and I hope this really helps everybody out. 888-604-6620 virtual sales. 888-604-6620. Call me to get that electronic, I'm sorry, not electronic, but the system as far as the script, to sign you up for Sentinel and for other carriers. 888-604-6620. I'm going to call it tonight. I'm going to send this out to several people, and we'll see you guys soon at the top. I'm very excited for you. Yay, Eureka. We found out some great details about Sentinel Life. I didn't see that digital at the end where it had the option to do a voice signature. That's awesome. So if somebody doesn't have an email address, you could actually get a voice signature instead. It's amazing. It's awesome. 888-604-6620, guys. Thank you very much.